Hey friends, welcome back to another build video. So today we're going to be turning this into this. Alright, so I got the first part of the shelf in. I'm going to have a little sink right here, a little faucet right here, and then this is going to be kind of a little cook station and workstation if the weather's crappy and I need to be inside. And you can see I've got this is a 6-gallon water tank under here that I'm just going to, it's going to be attached with a bungee cord in there so it doesn't rattle around too much. And to kind of attach this, you can see what I've done is, this is another piece of 1x4 that I just screwed into the siding on the wall here, and then up into the top of the panel here. And obviously I'll put some more supports down here with the rest of the shelving, but otherwise it's pretty darn sturdy. Okay, so you know the saying, measure 3 times, cut once? It's also true for drilling holes. I'm getting this second piece of the shelf up, and I drilled holes in the wrong spot, but it's okay because it's not going to be that visible, luckily. So yeah, I'm going to kind of do what I can to fix it. Alright, so this is kind of where this is going to go. This is going to make a shelf right here. I'm going to start cutting out and trimming this second piece of the shelf here to start building some shelving for their clothes and some food and stuff. So I just want to say thank you all real quick. We're way past 1,000 subscribers now, and it means the world to me. You guys enjoy watching me do my thing, and that's really cool. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, you should. And make sure to hit the like button. It helps me out and helps me make more videos for you guys. Okay, so now that I've got this interior piece fitted for the second half of the shelf, I just measured the inside here at 20 inches inside, and then I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to unscrew this and pull them both out, and then build the shelves outside, and then bring them back in here so that everything lines up and is square. So I've cut these. I'm going to use 1/4-inch plywood for the shelves since I'm pretty much just going to put clothes on them. They don't need to be that strong. And instead of using brackets or anything, I just cut this piece of 1/2-inch plywood down. I'm just going to drill it through and then set the 1/4-inch plywood right on top to save some weight and money. Attach the side piece here and then put in this last shelf here, and the shelf will be almost done. You can see I've got lots of room up here, some cargo netting. Yeah, it's turning out pretty good. Okay, so this is going to be like the Baja style camper. Has like the floor space here with the single bed, and then a piece fits in here. So this will finish this bed off to make a twin size mattress that's longer. It's like 6'2", which is pretty awesome. But I just need to trim a couple pieces down here so that this fits in nicely, and then add a couple of rails to support it so that it can just sit on here. And then my idea, which I thought was pretty clever, is I'm going to put another set of rails farther down, and then this piece can pull out to make a little pull-out table or cook area to have some extra counter space. So I've cut a couple more of these, like they're kind of like furring strips, but I'm going to use them right here and then kind of all around here, and they won't be attached to this or anything, but they'll let this other piece sit down on top and rest on the weight of these so that this doesn't just fall down. Got this piece in, and basically that's a little bit. This piece here is a support for the top, but it's also kind of holds this in here. So this, I'll have a hole here so I can pull it out easier, but this is going to become a table essentially. And now all I need to do is cut another piece kind of like this, or actually it'll just be a second one of these furring strips. It's going to go down along the bottom and hold it in place as I pull it out. I'm so stoked on how it's coming together. The table is awesome. That's going to get used like multiple times a day, I imagine. This shelf is really nice. It's way bigger than I was expecting, and there's plenty of room right here for the cooler, or I might get a fridge eventually. I've got a 12-volt fridge. But up next, I'm going to work on making, I've got like a little sink, like a collapsible sink, and some brackets from a shelf, like some fold-up shelf brackets. So I'm going to kind of piece together a folding sink. I've got this little rechargeable USB faucet, and the hose is going to run into the water tank back here, and I just need to figure out how to mount it up here somehow. And the trick here is I want to be able to use the faucet if I'm inside with the door closed, like to fill up a water bottle, so it's got to be able to swivel somehow. There's not really any way to actually attach it, so I'm just going to kind of hope for the best. Okay, so I was being kind of dumb when I was cutting. I was trying to trim the enclosure down to fit it a little better, and I broke it. But I just pulled all of the internals out, and you can see it's pretty much just like a little pump. There's a little button on top, and the battery, and then this is a little outlet. So I'm going to kind of figure out how to... It's going to look janky, but it should work pretty well, so... Kind of what I'm thinking is I'm going to mount this back here and then drill a little hole through the top and put a screw through to use as a button, and then I can just run this hose back through and then it'll drain into the sink right there, or I can pull it around if I'm in the truck and be able to fill up a water bottle or whatnot. So now I'm just going to basically, I'm going to wrap a little bit of tape around this so it's a little bit quieter, and then I'm going to try and figure out how to mount it back here. Kitchen is so cool, and to test it out, I'm gonna make some coffee. Cheers. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to get a coat of stain on here and on here. Probably just use tung oil on the top because it's food safe, and I'll use this as a cutting board sometimes. And down here I'm just going to use some polyurethane just to protect it a little bit, because these two are the surfaces that are going to get used most often, and I can go back and stain other stuff later if I want to. Okay, so I realize this design is kind of dumb. Well, it's close to good, but it could be better. So basically what I've done is I'm going to recreate this piece, but longer. So this will just replace here, and I'll still screw this on here, and then this will help support the bed, but it'll also come out to about there, and then that'll give me another, essentially, place to make a shelf. This weird looking contraption is going to be a space for a little drawer actually, which I wasn't planning to make, but I realized it'd be pretty easy. Just got a runner there, this is a runner, and kind of hold it in place here. So I'm just going to basically make a drawer out of 1/4 inch plywood that'll just slide in here, like for kitchen stuff probably. Okay, well that was easy. I made a drawer. It doesn't fit perfectly because everything's kind of funky angles, and I need to sand it down and trim a few things, but it's just made out of 1/4 inch plywood, little furring strips at the bottom, and these aren't actually attached yet, but this is just going to be for the light kitchen stuff, so it doesn't really need to be perfect, but yeah. So up next, real quick, I'm just going to throw up a little curtain here to kind of hide the water, and some bungee cord up here to keep clothes in up there. Okay, so that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I've actually been working on something really cool, so make sure to check out the link in the description and get signed up for my mailing list, and you'll stay up to date on what I'm working on. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.